library, and Mr. Twinkie here, who's a little rambunctious right now. I thought it was time to do another chicken video for you all, because there's been a lot of talk in the world about what is going on with the price of eggs. Yes, it is at an all-time high, and the main culprit for that is, for those of you who don't know, it's the avian flu. That would be the H5N1 virus. And a lot of people don't understand that that virus is what is affecting the chicken industry, especially in terms of large factory farms and the major producers of eggs in the country. There's somewhere around, I believe I last read, 160 million birds have been affected worldwide. But in the United States, unfortunately, they've had to what they call depopulate a lot of these factory farms, and so that means, of course, euthanizing the birds. And the reason why the price of eggs has gone so high is because most of these birds are layers, and the problem with lowering the population of the layers is, in a meat chicken like a broiler chicken, that population, maybe about 2 million birds have been destroyed, whereas in the layer category, which are the ones who lay the eggs, it's been 18 million. And so it takes only 8 weeks to prepare a meat bird for market. A layer chicken is not going to produce any eggs until they're at least 16 to 18 weeks old. So if you are unfortunately having to euthanize your flock, it's taking you it's taking like 4 months for that bird to grow to be old enough to lay eggs. So that is why the price of eggs is so high. We do not generally import eggs from other countries. The FDA has different rules about that. And the United States does not export eggs, or I should say, they do not vaccinate for this virus, the layers, because a lot of countries will not allow vaccinated meat to be brought in, imported. So there are vaccines out there supposedly for this virus, for birds. It's just hasn't been FDA approved yet to be used in U.S. industry. So yes, it's rather unfortunate, but the egg prices are going to keep going up, especially now that it's spring, and any birds that would have been chicks last spring, this would be their super productive time of year. Generally, we see egg prices drop around Easter, and it's because the layers that are a year old are happy, it's spring, winter's over, and it's their productive time of year. And unfortunately, that probably will not be the case this year. Right. Twinkie's getting a little rambunctious. It's breezy out here today. Twinkie is a rooster, so he doesn't worry about laying eggs for our family. And he's a little guy, so he doesn't have much meat to provide, do you, buddy? There's not a lot of concern about the human population right now catching the H5N1 virus. There's only, I believe, 3 to 5 cases in the United States total of people catching it, and they're all farm industry workers. So it really is truly an avian flu. It can pass to dairy and other animals, dairy cows and other animals, but it's most prevalent in the wild in waterfowl. So if you have your own private flock, it's the Canadian geese and the other ducks and things like that that you want to keep away from your flock if possible. Yeah, yes. Oh, you're so chatty today. Yeah, you're chatty. But you also want to keep the wild birds out of your coop if possible, or I would say don't have your feeders close by if you feed wild birds, and keep them clean. You want to wash them with soap and water often, weekly if possible. Wear gloves and wash your hands really well. If you are a chicken farmer, make sure you're keeping your chicken clothes or work clothes, keep them at your house. So like I have boots and this jacket here I'm wearing, only wear it on my farm and only in my chicken coop, so my boots aren't going to other places where other people have chickens, so I'm not spreading disease that way. So there are cases in Wisconsin of wild birds that have been found with the avian flu. There were trumpeter swans, Canadian geese, and unfortunately even a bald eagle was found in Dane County to have had the flu. So that's why the industry is a little bit hectic right now. Prices are high on eggs, and it's unfortunate. A lot of birds have lost their lives because of this virus, and they're working on a solution. It's just not an easy thing to fix. Birds can have it without presenting any illness symptoms, and once it is discovered, it's too late. And if it's spread to one bird, all the birds probably have it. It's spread through the respiratory droplets and their waste. So it's right. Everybody's all up in everybody's business. Right? Yeah. Well, you're such a good boy. So Twinkie wants you to know that the chickens, they're not at fault. So be patient, and hopefully the industry will recover. If you have more questions, don't be afraid to search for information. It is a confusing topic, but don't blame the grocery stores. They're not at fault. It really is a supply and demand issue, and the supply just isn't there, and so the demand is can't quite meet the demand, and so prices raise. So anyway, I hope you all are great and happy and healthy, and we'll see you at the library. Say goodbye, Twinkie. Bye.